Julio Cesar Martinez El Rey versus Angelino Cordova will be this weekend. It will be a very good fight. I expect it to be fireworks. Two guys who can punch very well. They're more like sluggers than they are boxers. They like to, I say like more like punchers. You know what I'm saying? They like to throw a lot of punches. They don't focus too much on defense. If they don't respect your power, they're gonna basically not try to block too many power punches. But this will be a huge test for Martinez. Cordova, he hasn't had many fights in the U.S. I think probably two so far. They've been what you would consider big tests for him. As far as fights in the U.S., he didn't have any pushovers, you would say. But as far as this test right here with Martinez, this will be the biggest test he's had so far. And with Martinez, this is a different style than what he's faced recently. This is a guy who mostly likes to stand back, but he can come forward and fight. Cordova, he usually likes to mix it up. He doesn't jab much, but he will try to kind of respond with like a combination, different things like that. He'll stay back. He likes to throw a lot of hooks. That's usually mainly what he works off of. Usually the same with Martinez, but he likes to mix it up a lot more than what Cordova does. Cordova, he usually will just kind of stand back, move lateral, throw some hooks, kind of gather himself. If he has to clinch, he will. He can work from the outside and throw hooks, but it's not something that he does most of the time. But he does it a lot though. He does it a lot because he will change. He'll fight inside. He'll kind of get on the front foot, kind of walk forward, but then after a while, he'll kind of just move around and do different things. So I feel like Martinez will do a good job cutting the ring off with him. He's gonna make him fight. A lot of people, they kind of didn't make Cordova fight in the fights I've seen. He's kind of being able to get loose and kind of dictate how the fight was gonna go. He will make it sloppy, but I feel like Martinez definitely will kind of shut that off as far as how the fight will go. I think he'll make it as far as a punching fight. It's not gonna be too much holding, which Cordova will try to do. He doesn't per se like clinch hold, but he'll try to slow you down or move you or different things like that. But I feel like Martinez will can be able to counter off of him when he tries to come in with a hook or something like that, especially with the left hook. If Martinez catch him with a left hook, he can probably drop him because he has the power to do it, and that's a punch that sometimes Cordova kind of falls for when he's not really paying attention and he lose focus on where he's at in the fight. And a lot of times he gets comfortable with the opponent. He'll kind of take too many risks when he don't need to. But he does have a lot of power, though. Cordova has a lot of power with his punches. He can go punch for punch with Martinez if he needs to. If Martinez, you know what I'm saying, if he doesn't pay attention to how Cordova's really fighting and how he's coming at him different in the fight, he'll be able to get caught. Because Cordova, he's good enough to catch him. He kind of reminds me of Rolly Romero a little bit with the way his style is and how he fights. But he has a lot of power to where he can knock you out still. He doesn't have the best skills as far as boxing, but he has good enough skills from what I've seen when he wants to fight. A lot of times he chooses not to go back and forth with someone as far as punching, even though if he can. Because a lot of times I've seen him be able to go back and forth, but he just doesn't choose not to. He just chooses not to, you know what I'm saying? But Martinez can basically catch him. I feel like Martinez throws a lot more punches than him. Takes a lot more risk which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But I feel like his hand speed is probably better as far as Martinez. A lot more sharper punches. He'll just have to go to the body more. I feel like Martinez going to the body would probably be the best chance for him, because going up top, I think Cordova is probably a little longer as far as reach with him. But I feel like if he can counter and be strong on the inside, he'll be able to fight with him. But it'll be difficult though. It won't be anything easy. But if he can, when he's going back and forth with Cordova punching him, Cordova a lot of times he doesn't like the counter, so that's something that Martinez can kind of take advantage of if he can kind of consistently keep punching. Martinez doesn't like to jab a lot, but he can. So I think he should definitely try to jab in this fight. That'll be a huge advantage for him, especially if he's trying to win. You know what I'm saying? If he's trying to go for the knockout, that's another option, but I feel like he should be able to jab, because Cordova, he does too much when someone's not punching at him. I feel like that'll kind of keep him in the way. But if he tries to walk in or come in or anything like that, I think Martinez will be able to catch him. He'll be too fast. Way too fast. I feel like he'll be able to cut off the ring too. Cordova, he gonna try to hope that Martinez can't really cut off the ring, and that he wants to clinch and stuff like that. But it's not gonna be that type of fight. He's gonna be punching the whole time, and I don't think it's gonna surprise Cordova, but it's gonna make him wanna figure out something as far as holding and things like that, because Martinez isn't a guy who wants to hold and go back and forth. But Cordova, he's cool with that. He's definitely cool with it. And he's gonna slip some power punches in between that. He'll hold, dance around, and then after a while, he'll try to go back and forth and brawl with you. Then when you get to brawling with him, he'll turn around and try to hold again. So it's a lot of things that he does that's different from what other guys Martinez has win against have done. A lot of guys Martinez has win against, they ain't really fight this way Cordova does. He doesn't punch as much too, but he has a lot of power though. He has a lot of power. He can crack. It's one thing I do know. He does have power. So that's something Martinez got to be real careful of. But I feel like he can come in and catch him though, especially with an uppercut. Martinez got to use that uppercut more too, man. I've seen him use it a couple times, but it's not to the point where he was trying to get the knockout with it. I feel like he can set up at least a knockout with it, or kind of buzz somebody with it. I mean, the hook's a good punch too, but Cordova's kind of long. I mean, he's going to be a big target to hit, but I don't know if the reach going to be to the point where I'll rely on the hook just. But I don't know. He has good hand speed. So we can see. But like I said, Cordova got a lot of power. He got a lot more power than people realize. That's what I have realized. I was like, oh, he's a puncher. And he likes to move a lot. You know what I'm saying? So Martinez isn't really a guy who's trying to chase someone around. But he will if he have to. And Martinez is fast too. He doesn't move a lot, but he's fast. So if we're in a situation where Cordova's trying to move around, dance around a lot, I feel like Martinez will be able to shut that off, cut off the ring, and force him on the ropes and force him to fight. But I feel like Cordova's more comfortable against the ropes than he is in the middle of the ring, which would be a mistake against Martinez. But Martinez can punch though. He has all kind of punches that you need. But I feel like his hooks is his specialty. But the uppercut is the underrated punch. He just gotta throw it more. A lot of guys don't like the uppercut. And what's crazy is Martinez don't throw the uppercut unless he in trouble. Like, man, throw the uppercut before you get in trouble. And then he likes to switch up his style too, you know what I'm saying? He'll go one stance to the next. But he also can come forward very well though. Even though he's very aggressive and he comes forward a lot, a lot of people don't like that because it's so much of a risk. But he does a great job. I feel like he does a great job when he comes forward and basically displays his power. I felt like he could have did that more in the Chocolatito fight. He just should have let his hands go a little bit more. But that's just something, you know, that happens over time. You'll learn going on, you know what I'm saying, more and more about what you can do and what you should have done. But he definitely, I feel like he's definitely going to win this fight. Martinez is in a position now where he's going to be able to set up other fights that's coming up. But with the position he's in now, I feel like he can be able to stop Cordova. It's going to be hard to do it, though, because Cordova moves a lot. He got a lot of power, but I feel like he can get a knockout probably 9th or 10th round. Possibly get a knockout stoppage. Yeah, I'll go for a KO 10th round. But that's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.